Hi, and welcome to this episode of Burnt Bert's Adventures. On today's episode, we're out here at Castleman Runs Lake to see if we can't pull out a few rainbow trout. Let's see if we can't catch a few.
All right, welcome to this episode of Burnt Bert's Adventures. We're out here at beautiful Castleman's Lake in beautiful West Virginia. It was a warm day today, 75 degrees, a little overcast, and coming out to try and rip some lips. Today was a great day. Oh man, I had a great day ripping lips today. I got skunked the past few times I went fishing, so I was so glad to catch as many as I did today. Caught so many I got to let some go. And there's one. Ripping that lip right off the bat. Had my pole in the water for maybe 4 minutes before I hit my first one. That's how I knew it was going to be a good day. Yeah. I was kind of worried. It said it was going to rain all day and it had like a 80% chance of rain, but I only got sprinkled on. It wasn't too bad at all. All right, number one. Hell yeah. I was so stoked. I knew that right now I was going to catch it right off the bat. I don't know if I was going to have a good day or a bad day, but being that it only had 5 seconds in there, oh, look, was getting another one right now. Hell yeah, look, let this one go real quick. Hoping to smack another one. I was like, ooh, yeah. All right, and another one. Yeah. I ripped his lip so hard I dropped my knife. I was like, yeah, my pocket came open a little bit. When I twisted, it flew out of there. It happens to me a lot. I always got it on there so I can just pull on my little cord there and it'll pull right out of the holster, but every now and then it falls out. Man, I caught him so quick. It was like I could just throw it out there when you have to leave my pole in the water for but a minute. Yeah, oh, I knew it was going to be such a good day. Look at that. Guy beside me here was swapping stories with me all day. Tell me about different techniques and things he does to catch them. He had some pretty big old hoggers on his stringer too. Here you can see the sun shining out finally. Warming me up. Look at that. Beautiful little trout. Little smile on my face. I'm just saying, man, I knew it was going to be a good day. Oh. It was a Butterfingers kind of day. I was just happy to be catching them, though. We had a lot of flooding recently, and I went out 2 or 3 times for adventures before this and didn't catch nothing. So, I'm out here at the lake, and I'd say it's flooded, because right here you can see where you park your car normally. There's about 8 foot of water, like here-ish. No, not 8. Yeah, about 8, because this is over my head when I'm taking
A few inches later.
Say, kids, what time is it?
And those who know, get ready for the woot woot. 3, 2, 1. Had a little break in the action, figured I'd take a little break myself. You can see in the background on the lake air starting to sprinkle a little bit on me too. I was like, oh shit. Thought it was about to pour. Check my bait. Figured it'd been long enough. See if I had anything left on there, and sure enough, I didn't. Went from catching one every few minutes to not getting nothing for 10 and was like, something's up here. Here, I'll show you how I bait my hook up. 1 mealworm. Yeah, hook it through the tail, right like that. And then power bait. Different power baits at different things. Then I roll it around on my fingers. Different flavors of power bait depending on what you want. Right at the end, I do this on purpose. I'll actually make it into a line, and I'll take that line and wrap it around that mealworm so that it actually encases the mealworm in a hook so that the mealworm sticks out of the end and the mealworm will actually be wiggling around, giving you some really nice action. There you can see we're getting rained on a little bit again. I was glad it just wasn't pouring. It rained enough to get you a little bit wet, but it wasn't enough to soak you. And it wasn't really steady either. It rained for like 10, 15 minutes and then stopped for a good half an hour or so. This is probably about the worst of it up until I left.
Perfect.
Nice.
This is one of my favorite spots out here, right by this rock. I've caught some nice fish out of here. Not my biggest fish, but some nice fish. I've seen some nice fish come out of here too. Look, just threw it in. Didn't even take but a second. Ripping them lips. Amazing day today. No matter what I did, ripped lips right on off. And you see the guy in the background ripping one while I'm ripping one. Double fish lips ripped. That guy back there was slaying them. For every one I caught, he probably caught 2 more. What? He just threw it right on back. He got a couple of nice ones that I probably would have kept. He threw them on back. He said, nope, he's waiting on them hoggers. There you see, get another nice little one. Smile on my face like, yeah, ripping them lips. I couldn't hold on to these suckers today if my life depended on it. But this was a good thing about the day. I didn't have to wait very long.
12 seconds later.
Stand around bullshitting for 5-10 minutes, and if I didn't get nothing 5-10 minutes, I'd check my bait. Because the bait was typically gone. Figure I'd give this one a good old check. It's been out there a while, didn't hook nothing for good 15 minutes or so. So I was like, let's move it in some, drop it back down. Switch the spot a little bit. And then sure enough, the one beside it. Didn't take very long at all. And another one. Ah, it was such a beautiful day. Ah, I enjoyed it. That big smile on my face. Just happy to be outside and enjoying the day. That was the other thing I was happy about. I only had maybe 2 misses the whole day. It was just fish after fish after fish after fish after fish. Here we almost getting another one while we're getting one. Look at that. Try to get 2 at once while I got one on there. Nah, swing and a miss. I actually thought about it afterwards. I probably should just let him hang himself while I was messing with that one. And I was literally just telling the gentleman beside me, literally about 10 minutes before this happened, that I had caught a bunch of catfish a couple times out at Dunker Dam in West Virginia on power bait. And I thought it was really weird. And he was like, oh, I've never seen a catfish caught on power bait. And sure enough, wasn't even maybe 10 minutes later, boom, there I am holding one right with that power bait. Couldn't believe it. Little cat. Tells me it's about time to start hitting the river here soon. Nice little shot of that little sucker. Catfish on power bait.
Put me back in the water, you fool. It's cold out here.
When I was out at Dunkard, I was hitting them on orange power bait. I wasn't even putting a millworm on there. I throw out the orange power bait and boom.
20 minutes later.
Finally getting a little action on that other pole. I'd reeled in a little bit. Boom. Ripping that lip. Oh, I was so happy. This one here felt a little bit bigger. I thought it was bigger. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. He just put up way more of a fight than I was really expecting. The other ones just kept coming straight in. They put up a little bit of a fight, but there was nothing. Like, just comes right on in. This guy here come on in, but at least he put up a little bit of a fight. Wasn't much still, though. Wasn't too bad. I think he ended up swallowing this one. Oh, I think it was just the excitement that I was actually catching some fish for once, but man. Doot, 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 doot. Butterfingers McGraw over here. I swear every fish I got that day I dropped. I don't know what it was, but yep. Every time I was holding on to them, they were flopping right on out of my hand. No matter what I did. I got her bait back up and sling her on back out there. Got a split shot with one of them slide sinkers on there. I think it's a 1/4 ounce slide sinker. That way they don't feel the weight on there.
Perfect.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and another one. Hell yeah. See, just coming right on in. It's almost like they swim straight to the bank. No fight. Once I get to the bank, there's a little bit of a tiny fight at the bank, but not much. Yep, he was barely hooked. He had him right up in the lip. Barely hooked at all. Oh yeah, I was ripping so many lips today, we could show you 2 lips at once. Butterfinger strikes again. He almost got away from me.
Hey Burnt Bird, I'm Trigger the Trout. I heard that you're looking for Mac the Bass. Even in these parts, we heard about the beef with you. I hope you catch him.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Man, it was a good day. Fish after fish after fish after fish, no matter what I did. Didn't even matter what bait I put out there. No matter what I put out there, they were tearing it up. Tried a spinner for a little bit in the beginning. I didn't hit nothing. That's what the guy beside me was using, a spoon all day, and that's what he was hitting them on, left and right, left and right, left and right. Tried it myself, couldn't get nothing. Threw out that power bait with the millworm, fish after fish.
Just then.
Them fish tasted great too. Took them on home, filleted them on up. Well, gutted them on up. I stuffed them up with some onions and butter and grilled them on up. They were phenomenal.
Yummy!
Like he's smiling and laughing. He's like, yep, and another one. Couldn't keep my poles in the water if I wanted to, which I didn't. Lip rip after lip rip. See it starting to rain on us again there, a little bit. Oh yeah. And that right there is the biggest one of the day. I want to make sure I got him on the stringer before I even held him up. I was so happy. Plus, you know, the butterfingers. Like, yeah, look at that. A smile on my face. That's why I made sure I put him on the stringer before I even started, because I wasn't trying to play butterfingers and drop him in the water. I'd have been pissed.
And thanks for watching this episode of Burnt Bird's Adventures. I really hope you guys have enjoyed watching me pull out all these rainbow trout today. If you haven't yet, show me a little love, smack that subscribe button, like and share, and I'll see you guys on the next one.